Da 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 da. Article 13. Doing Article 13. Okay, hey guys. It's me, Torzvik. I'm back to do more Article 13 reviews, where I review a video game that I've already reviewed, but I review it so that people in the EU can they'll actually be able to watch it, because I'm going to remove all the copyrighted content. Okay, and I got my paper, so it's all original art, and I got my I have my non-toxic crayons here, so you know that I don't get sick on them. So it's all regulation. It was in focus once. There it goes. See, it's preferred by teachers, and we like teachers. Teachers are good, right? We like things that are non-toxic. We don't like chlorine on our chicken. And we like teachers. So let's get our utensils out. Okay. So today, the game I will be talking about is called Vatlva. So go ahead and oh, that's not how you spell it. Vatlva? I think so. This is how we do it. Ignore this. This is details. So I don't know what Vatlva means. It makes no sense to me. And anyway, so in Vatlva, it's sort of like battle royale, like game type, like Smash or whatever, except you play as cars. So, and then the person I played as, his name was like Jill, and he let me just draw him up here. So he probably had like little boots, like little black boots, coming in a little bit, so you can still see the detailing. And it's been a while. He probably had like a lab coat or something. Here we go. Lab coat. Put a little arm slot here. Probably put little gloves in. Here we go. So white lab coat, like black rubber gloves. Here we go. Let me draw this up. So they probably had a head. I'm trying to go from memory here. I guess give them a nose. And I remember they had crazy green hair, like this. This guy's actually looking pretty cool. I'll be completely honest. Like, I'd be this guy. Let me get him up here, even though I'm not done. Like, I'd play as this guy in a game, right? You'd play as him. And anyway, I think his name was like Jill, which is a weird name, because I'm pretty sure he was like a little boy genius, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. It could also be I don't know. You can't trust the Japanese always. It could also be a misspelling of jur, so maybe it was jur. I'm gonna bet that they meant to say jur. This is probably also supposed to be Vatlva. I'll just make a guess. Anyway, and he had like this sort of like, I don't know what you'd call it, like a spider car. Okay, it had like wheels on all four sides like this. He had a science car. So we're gonna draw his science car here. Here we go. Give it some wheels. So this was like a super maneuverable car that could spin all sorts of directions. So let me detail it. So it has like complete maneuverability, turning radius 360 degrees. That was the advantage of playing as Jur, is that his car had full 360 degree movement. And you go to all sorts of different courses, like one of them, actually we'll start it off, put it in a big red thing. Here we go. Actually we'll go like this. Here we go. This is the striped edge. The striped edge of the field. So all the different fields are like different kinds of racetrack, or sometimes they're different. Sometimes they're like big demolition donuts. There we go. Here's the edge of the track. You can see the stripes. And this is probably going to use a good deal of my black when you start. And so there was a course that was kind of like this. Probably not a very good track. Here we go, though. Here we go. Make this a little bit more of a... Curve that out. There we go. We got a good hairpin here. We got kind of like a broad straightaway, and not so straightaway right here. And it had grass on the sides, and you could go off the track and into the grass and stuff. That was totally legal. That was cool. You could do that. But the negative is, so like maybe there was some, some muddier dirt here, so that you don't cut across, and then more grass around the edges. See, so different cars, like, because there's a guy who drives a tank, they had different tractions and stuff. So some of them, you really want to actually follow the race course. Some of them, you want to cut across. I don't think this car was very good at either. It wasn't good at going straight. It was good for, like, really, like, narrow corridors and stuff. But the guy who drove here, he had some sort of race car. Give it. Probably had a stripe. Here we go. I know this doesn't look like anything. It'll make sense in a moment. Just give me a moment. It'll look good. I promise. You'll see it come to life. The windows here. There we go. And now I bring this car to life. There we go. So we got a cool racing stripe on this car. Give it some tires off on the side. Here we go. Now this looks like the kind of car that I'd want to drive. Get this up. Vroom vroom. It's basically like this is basically a Porsche 911. Basically. So this car was really good for like this racetrack style because it was fast. It could really hit the straightaways, but it had bad traction, so you had to actually stick to the track. But it had good enough turning to hit all those, to hit like the hairpin and stuff like that here. So different cars are good for different. This is a bad one. Jur was bad for this track, but this guy, I'm gonna say his name was probably Dave, and he had a lady with him who I will call Jess. Probably. I don't remember. I don't honestly remember. So, and all your different cars get different weapons. And everyone also, I don't know if everyone, because you can customize your cars in this, but at least by default, Jur had a big ol' cannon that came off the side like this. And you can shoot off the super weapons. Add some shading, some details to it. There we go. It's looking pretty good. But your super weapon, which you could use once per round, shot out. Here we go. It would shoot out. Here's the arrow showing where it shoots out. A nuke. Like that. So that was his super weapon, is having a nuke. So you could just try and get your opponent in a corner and drop a nuke on him. And then you'd probably win if you pulled it off right. Get some yellow in there to... This is kind of a dark nuke. Just fill out the rest of it with yellows. Give it, like, this is some blending here. There we go. So yeah, that's Vatlva. It's a pretty cool game. I would really suggest checking it out. I honestly don't know why I'm doing an Article 13 for Vatlva though. I don't think anyone remembers this game or holds the copyright to it. However, the guy who did the music for it is also the guy who did the music for Streets of Rage, which is pretty cool. It has pretty good music. I suggest you check it out. So the music's really, really good. And based on the music, I have to give this game a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. So yes, I suggest check out Vatlva. Let me show you what I got here. Got start off. Here's Jur. Let me get him here. There he is. There. This is his car. This car you can turn. It's got a big cannon on it that does the nuke. There's the nuke right there. And here's a racetrack. And here's Dave and Jess in their 911. So that's Vatlva. Thank you. Remember to like me on the internet and subscribe to my blog posts. If you give me money, I'll say thank you. Bye.